What's good, Healing family? Praying all's well with y'all today. As y'all can see, we're in a different location. And today's video is really just about focusing on switching locations or switching environments in order to best support where we're at right now in life. So yesterday, I was going on a walk with a good brother of mine, and he works at this institution. And we were walking, and I was like, can we just walk in this area? Because I haven't been, around on this campus. And I'm glad I was able to get that exposure because I've been blessed throughout the summer, to work virtually once a week for my job. And so I'm always thinking about what are some new locations that I can be in, what new environments that I can immerse myself in order to just be productive, to enjoy the work, to be out in nature. I don't know if you can see the reflection, but front facing, I see the main campus and there's some greenery around me. And I'll be showing you different parts of the campus today as well. But when it comes to our life, I do believe that in some cases that it's good to switch up different environments. Just the same way how we switch up our palate when it comes to eating food. When we switch them into different seasons, we wear different clothes. We put on more layers during the winter, and when it's summer and spring, we put on less. And so when it comes to productivity, when it comes to how I like to function as a human being, I really enjoy being outside. And like the feng shui of how I'm seeing things on this campus is beautiful. The architecture, the design of this campus is just wants me to get work done, to remain focused, remain locked in. And I just want to record today's video just to talk about how environments really do, a change of environment really does help. It helps me internally, but hopefully it helps you to identify what is best for you in this season of your life. Once a week when I'm able to work from home, I've been working at my mother's, obviously live with my mom, so I talked about that, but I've been working at home. I'm like, you know what? It's summer. I want to be outside, enjoying the weather. Let's switch up our environment. And typically I would think about going to like a coffee shop or something like that. But I don't want to be around a lot of people, a lot of noise, and I don't want to be forced to purchase anything when I don't need to. Like I have my beverages with me. So I just want to make sure what is something that I can change my environment around, and it feels good. Like I'm still by myself right now. You might hear a few things in the background as they're doing construction. I may see people walking back and forth, but it just feels good just to have that stillness, to hear the birds, to be able to just to walk out in the sun and soak in the shade, soaking the sun and then back and forth in the shade. But just switching up different environments, it just puts me in a different element, and it feels good. It feels good. Different colors make me feel a certain way. Different shapes of the building, how the comfortability and design of the chairs and the tables, like all those things really matter to me when it comes to getting work done. And usually when I'm in my office, I'll have like a podcast on or some music or just something just to mellow out some of the tones or the noise. And sometimes it just be quiet and silent. But today, we're just in nature and it feels good. And I'll be showing you all different pockets of a change of environment that I'm being exposed to, and have the blessing and privilege to be in this environment in this time throughout the summer. I wish this was the case all the time, and I know it will be. I know it will be when it comes to the things and places that God will have me to be able to do the things that He's called me to do. So I'm just enjoying this, but when I was able just to leave the crib today, I was like, man, it feels good just to be up and just to move to different places and get work done. I don't like being stationary in one place for too long. And like prime example, when I think it was probably, when I got to graduate school. So graduate school, I went to Salem State University in Salem, Massachusetts. I studied higher education and student affairs. And it's really just focused on the framework of student affairs when it comes to going to a 2-year institution, going to a 4-year institution, and providing the resources and tool sets and experiences that's needed to help students throughout their journey. So it can be in leadership, it can be through conduct, it can be through residence life when they're living on campus, it can be through providing events on campus, clubs, organizations, working with the students. Like it's a whole vast of different things. But when it came to this in general, I realized I was kind of stuck in a pattern. I was at this institution for 2 years, and then I moved to Maryland when I was working my first professional role right out of grad school. And I was there from like 2019 to 2021. Again, I talk about those things in life. Life happens about 2 or 3 years, and then I moved into my first apartment with my then girlfriend at the time. We was only in that apartment for 1 year. We moved to another one, there for 1 year. Then again, moved to Texas. Wasn't even there for a whole year, and then came back home. And so now, just knowing that I've been home for 2 years, 2 years and 6 months, which is crazy to say, is that I've been pulled out of the norm of being adjusted to a 2 year time frame. So every 2 years, I'm always thinking about what is something new that I need to do, a change of environment. Again, my locks are grown, you know. Health is changing. When we're in the gym, we're juicing more, we're getting out into nature, we're connected with more individuals, and we're also connected with ourselves. But what are some other things that we need to do to change up our environment, internally and also externally when it comes to our day-to-day movements? And so I'm getting into the formation, into the groove of identifying how do we change environments, but not feeling the need to like move to a whole different state. Because knowing me, like I'm ready to move to a different state, do something new, have a fresh restart, but just realizing that I still need to work on myself. And this is something I can do. I can do different things. There's certain things I want to do throughout the summer. Well, actually, no, I don't have anything planned, but just in general, I would like to do things. I want to go to a pottery or ceramics class. I want to go on a hike, go canoeing. I don't think I've never been canoeing before. It's tons of different things. Go fishing. I don't eat fish, but I'll fish, put the fish back in there, or collect the fish and bring it back for the fam so they can eat. Like just different things like that, just changing my environment. And I always talked about the summer. This is one of the best times to enhance that healing and being around nature, seeing the colors of green and blue when it comes to the sky, the ocean, the trees, the grass, looking at animals, the squirrels and the birds, and just seeing just how they're just in the formation of summer, just enjoying themselves and eating and I'll see even squirrels and birds just playing around, like human-like behavior, playing around with each other, chasing each other. And you'll see like the type of expressions that they have, human-like expressions, when it seems like they're bothered or enjoying the moment. But I guess for you, like what are some things that you need to do to change your environment? Do you need to declutter when it comes to your home? Do you need to organize things and swap things around? Do you need to move from your current location, maybe move to a new state? And again, I'm not telling you what to do, but just to have these things in the back of your mind. What are some things that you have been doing consistently where it comes to just the patterns, when it comes to your schedule, but shifting things around? During the fall and winter, I would wake up at like 4 a.m., spend time with God and do my best to remain sitting in silence and reading the Word and meditating. And then I would go to the gym. But I felt so rushed, and I felt that it wasn't intentional. It would be like from 4 to like 5 or 4 to 5:30, and I would again wake up, read my Word, meditate, pray, and things of that nature, and then go to the gym around 6 o'clock, and then be done by like 7:30. Come back home and shower. Sometimes I'll be on time, sometimes I'll be late. But I just realized like I always felt rushed to read the Word, rushed to meditate, then rushed to go to the gym. I was like, let's try to switch things around. And now we don't go to the gym in the morning currently. We go to the gym after work. And that has helped out as well, because we're still able to get tasks done after work. And we're still navigating. I feel like I'm oversleeping because I'm just so used to waking up at 4. And we're getting into a new adjustment with our bedtime. So we're trying to get that whole change in things and flow to have a better process for us just to do well. But that's something that I changed when it came to my environment. Instead of my environment being in the gym, I want to make sure I'm able to rest a little bit more, but also to read the Word, spend time with God, go to work, and then change my environment in the afternoon. And that helped out as well. I need to slow down, because when I come from work, and I want to make sure I get there at a certain time. I don't live that far from my job, which is a blessing. And the gym is not too far as well. But just realizing that I just need to just be in the moment and slow down. So that has helped me a lot as well. And I'm able to jog after. It's beautiful. Again, I'm just enjoying this summer, and I hope you all are as well. But when it comes to the change of environment, I changed that environment. And so far it's working out for me. I'm able to do different things, be outside more, and just go with the flow. And it's helping me just to think more, to breathe more, to realize, how am I viewing my time, how am I utilizing my time when it comes to getting certain things done. But when it comes to you for throughout the summer, we're moving from the spring. Spring is already gone. The summer's been here for a minute. In this season, it doesn't have to be the specific season, just summer, but just in your life, what are some changes in environment that you are looking to experience? It can be a physical location, moving from one place to another. It can be when it comes to how we get things done, productivity. If you have the option and blessing to work virtually, maybe you can do something that I did. Move from the traditional location of getting work done. You can go to a coffee shop, go to a library, go on a college campus, maybe a friend's house, or even a workspace if they have one of those as well. But I think changing up a different environments is always good because we're able to activate and to feel different and to see things differently that can help us when it comes to our psyche, when it comes to our mentality of getting things done or just simply just being. So hopefully y'all enjoy this video. But until next time, stay blessed, stay safe, and remember, healing is fun. Peace.